Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and make a slip knot using the yarn for my petals. And I apologize for how my fingers and my nails look in this video. I know they look terrible, I'm sorry. And I'm just going to put that around my central knob and tighten it up. Then I'm going to use a system of numbers to help you with this. I've gone ahead and identified each peg with its own number, just like a clock from 1 to 12. We're going to be using opposing numbers, 12 and 6, 5 and 11, 4 and 10 to make this easier. So I'm going between 12 and 1 and going from the left side of 6 to the right side of 6. Then I'm going to the right side of 12, going around 12 to the left side of 5, going around 5 to the right side of 11. See that continuous line there? Not that, but that. Then I'm going from 11 to 4, 4 to 10, and you can go ahead and see this kind of like bow tie cat whisker effect that is going on here, and that's what you want it to look like. We'll go from 10 to 3, 3 to 9, and then from 9 to 2. Once again, you can kind of see 6, 12 are opposing numbers, and 5 and 11 are opposing numbers. You know, you kind of get the opposite idea here. And then I'm just going to do my last 2 pegs and go back again. So I've gone around each peg and made one layer, and it kind of looks like a fan here. And then I'm just going to pull those loops down to the bottom of the peg and do another layer. I did a total of 3 layers, but you could do as many as you want depending on how thick you want your petals to be. Then I'm just going to take the yarn for the center of my flower and wrap it around my hand, I don't know, maybe 7 times, 8 times. And I'm just going to cut it and thread it using a needle. Then I'm going to go between 12 and 1 to between 5 and 6 and put it through that. I don't want to go through the actual petal like that. I want to go through 2 petals in between pegs to differentiate the flower. So I'm going to take the other end and pull it through the bottom. This is underneath the loom. And I'm going to tie in 2 knots actually to secure it. Then I'm just going to go again, go up through between 4 and 5 and then down through 10 and 11. Once again, go up through 1 and then go down through the opposite 2 pegs. Alright, so I'm just continuing this process. I believe I went around the loom doing this opposite kind of effect 3 times, but you could do it 2 times, 5 times, depending on how thick you want that core to be and how individualized you want your petals to be. And that's what mine looks like. Notice how thick it is, and also you can really see the individual petals. I'm just going to tie a knot with the 2 ends. And then I'm going to take the actual loops off of the peg, or the loop. And the first few ones that I take off are going to be really, really, really tight. But as I go around the loom, they get looser and looser and looser. So if it's tight in the beginning, that's okay, that's normal. Then I'm going to take the yarn that I have wrapped around my central knob, or actually my slip knot, off. And that's what the final product looks like. I'm just going to cut any really short ends, but I'm going to leave a few strands on there in case I want to attach this to a hat or a headband or whatever. So thank you for watching and have a wonderful day. Bye!